Hello, English learners. This is Maestro Sersea, the host of this podcast, and today we have episode 7, where we're going to cover parts of speech, verbs, American civics, the American executive branch of government, American culture, American car culture, article named California Driving Rules, a guide for new drivers. And finally, we're going to look at vocabulary, and we're going to cover Voice of America's vocabulary, letter B, part 3 of 3. Okay, are you ready to get started? All right, let's get started, everyone.
Understanding Verbs, a complete guide. What are verbs? A verb is a word that expresses action, occurrence, or state of being. Verbs are the engines of sentences. They tell us what happens, what exists, or what someone or something does. Every complete sentence must contain at least one verb, making them essential building blocks of effective writing. Types of verbs. 1. Action verbs. Action verbs describe physical or mental actions that someone or something performs. Physical actions: run, jump, write, cook, dance. Mental actions: think, believe, remember, imagine, consider. 2. Linking verbs. Linking verbs connect the subject to additional information about the subject. They don't show action, but rather a state of being or condition. Common linking verbs: be, am, is, are, was, were, become, seem, appear, feel, look, sound, taste, smell. 3. Helping verbs, auxiliary verbs. Helping verbs work with main verbs to create verb phrases that express tense, mood, or voice. Common helping verbs: have, has, had, do, does, did, will, would, can, could, should, must, may, might. How verbs function in writing. Expressing time, tense. Verbs change form to show when actions occur. Past: she walked to school yesterday. Present: she walks to school every day. Future: she will walk to school tomorrow. Creating voice and mood. Verbs help establish the tone and perspective of your writing. Active voice: the chef prepared the meal. Subject performs action. Passive voice: the meal was prepared by the chef. Subject receives action. Building sentence structure. Verbs determine how other words in a sentence relate to each other and help create clear, complete thoughts. Why verbs matter in writing. Strong verb choice makes writing more dynamic. Action verbs create movement and energy. Precise. Specific verbs convey exact meaning. Engaging. Vivid verbs capture readers' attention. Clear. Proper verb tense maintains logical flow. 10 example sentences with highlighted verbs. The storm raged violently through the night, causing widespread damage. Maria has been studying French for 3 years and speaks it fluently now. The ancient oak tree stands majestically in the center of the park, where children play every afternoon. After the meeting ended, the team felt confident about their presentation and decided to celebrate. The detective examined the evidence carefully and discovered a crucial clue that had been overlooked. When the sun rises tomorrow, we will begin our journey across the desert. The aroma of fresh bread filled the kitchen as grandmother was baking her famous rolls. Students must complete their assignments before they can participate in the field trip. The musician performed beautifully last night, and the audience applauded enthusiastically. Technology continues to evolve rapidly, transforming how we communicate and work. Tips for using verbs effectively. Choose specific, strong verbs over weak ones with adverbs. Maintain consistent verb tense throughout your writing. Use active voice when possible for clearer, more direct sentences. Vary your verb choices to keep writing interesting. Pay attention to subject-verb agreement in your sentences. Remember, verbs are the heartbeat of your sentences. Choosing the right verbs can transform ordinary writing into compelling, vivid prose that engages and moves your readers.
The American executive branch of government. What is the executive branch? The executive branch is one of the three main parts of the United States government. The word executive means to carry out or to do. This branch's job is to carry out and enforce the laws that Congress makes. The President of the United States leads the executive branch. The President is the most powerful person in this branch and serves as the leader of the entire country. History of the executive branch. The beginning, 1787 to 1789. The executive branch was created in 1787 when American leaders wrote the Constitution. Before this, America did not have a strong leader. The Articles of Confederation, the first government system, was too weak. The founders wanted a leader who was strong but not too powerful like a king. They studied other governments and created something new, a president who would serve for only 4 years at a time. George Washington became the first president in 1789. He set many important examples that presidents still follow today. For example, he decided to serve only 2 terms, 8 years total, which became a tradition. Important changes over time. The 22nd Amendment, 1951. This law made it official that presidents can only serve 2 terms. This happened after Franklin D. Roosevelt served 4 terms from 1933 to 1945. Growing power. Over the years, the executive branch has become more powerful. Modern presidents have more responsibilities than early presidents did. More people. The executive branch now employs about 4 million people. In 1789, it had only a few hundred workers. How the executive branch works. The President. The President has many important jobs. Chief Executive makes sure laws are followed. Commander-in-Chief leads the military. Chief Diplomat works with other countries. Legislative Leader suggests new laws to Congress. Head of State represents America at important events. The Vice President. The Vice President helps the President and becomes President if something happens to the current President. The Vice President also leads the Senate when there are tie votes. The Cabinet. The Cabinet is a group of 15 department heads who give advice to the President. Each person leads a different area of government. Secretary of State, Foreign Relations. Secretary of Defense, Military and Security. Secretary of Education, Schools and Learning. Secretary of Health and Human Services, Healthcare. And 11 others. Federal agencies. Many agencies help the executive branch do its work. FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigation, solves serious crimes. EPA, Environmental Protection Agency, protects nature. NASA, Space Exploration. CDC, Centers for Disease Control, Public Health. Why the executive branch is important. Quick decision-making. Congress has 535 members, so making decisions takes a long time. The President can make decisions quickly when the country faces emergencies or crises. National security. The President protects America from dangers. As Commander-in-Chief, the President can send troops to defend the country or help allies. Law enforcement. The executive branch makes sure people and businesses follow federal laws. Without enforcement, laws would be meaningless. International relations. Other countries need to know who speaks for America. The President represents all Americans when meeting with foreign leaders. Daily government services. Executive agencies provide services people use every day. Social Security payments. National parks. Food safety inspections. Weather forecasts. Checks and balances. The executive branch cannot do everything it wants. The other two branches limit its power. Congress, legislative branch. Can refuse to pass laws the President wants. Controls government spending. Can impeach, remove, the President for serious crimes. Supreme Court, judicial branch. Can say the President's actions are unconstitutional. Interprets what laws mean. This system prevents any one person or group from having too much power. How Americans choose the President. Every 4 years, Americans vote for President in November. However, the process is complex. 1. Primary elections. Each political party chooses its candidate. 2. General election. Americans vote for President in November. 3. Electoral college. Each state gets electoral votes based on population. 4. Inauguration. The new president starts work on January 20th. Key vocabulary. Executive, to carry out or enforce. Constitution, the main law that created the American government. Cabinet, the President's main advisors. Federal, related to the national government. Agencies, government organizations that do specific jobs. Checks and balances, system that prevents any branch from becoming too powerful. Impeach, to formally accuse and remove a government official. Electoral college, the system used to choose the president. Conclusion. The executive branch plays a vital role in American democracy. It ensures laws are followed, protects national security, and provides important services to citizens. While the president has significant power, the system of checks and balances ensures that power is used responsibly. Understanding the executive branch helps you better understand how American government works and affects daily life. Whether you are studying for citizenship, improving your English, or simply learning about America, this knowledge is valuable for participating in democratic society.
California Driving Rules, a guide for new drivers. Driving in California can be different from other places. Here are the most important rules you need to know. Getting your driver's license. Before you can drive in California, you need a valid driver's license. If you are new to California, you have 10 days to get a California license. You must pass a written test and a driving test. You also need to show proof of your identity and residence. Speed limits. Speed limits are very important in California. Here are the basic rules. Residential areas, 25 miles per hour, mph. School zones, 25 miles per hour when children are present. Business districts, 25 miles per hour. Highways, usually 65 miles per hour, but some areas allow 70 miles per hour. Always look for speed limit signs. They tell you the maximum speed you can drive. Traffic lights and signs. You must always obey traffic lights and stop signs. Red light, stop completely and wait until the light turns green. Yellow light, slow down and prepare to stop. Green light, go, but check for other cars first. Stop sign, come to a complete stop, then proceed when safe. Right of way. Knowing who goes first is important to prevent accidents. At a four-way stop, the first car to arrive goes first. If two cars arrive at the same time, the car on the right goes first. Always give pedestrians the right of way at crosswalks. Emergency vehicles, police, ambulances, fire trucks, always have the right of way. Seatbelts and child safety. California has strict safety rules. All drivers and passengers must wear seatbelts. Children under 2 years old must be in a rear-facing car seat. Children under 8 years old or under 4'9" tall must use a car seat or booster seat. Mobile phones. Using your phone while driving is illegal in California. You cannot hold your phone while driving. You must use hands-free devices if you need to talk. Texting while driving is not allowed. Drivers under 18 cannot use phones at all, even hands-free. Turning rules. When you turn, follow these rules. Use your turn signal before turning or changing lanes.
turn from the correct lane, right turns from the right lane, left turns from the left lane. You can turn right on a red light after stopping, unless a sign says no turn on red. Parking. Parking rules help keep traffic moving. Never park within 15 feet of a fire hydrant. Don't park in spaces marked for disabled people unless you have a special permit. Always turn your wheels toward the curb when parking on a hill. DUI laws. Driving under the influence, DUI, is very serious. The legal blood alcohol limit is 0.08% for drivers over 21. For drivers under 21, the limit is 0.01%. Penalties include fines, license suspension, and possible jail time. What to do after an accident. If you have an accident, stop immediately. Check if anyone is hurt and call 911 if necessary. Exchange information with the other driver, name, insurance, license number. Take photos of the damage. Report the accident to your insurance company. Important tips. Always carry your driver's license, registration, and insurance card. Keep a safe distance from the car in front of you. Be extra careful in bad weather conditions. Watch for bicyclists and motorcyclists. Remember, these rules help keep everyone safe on the road. Take your time to learn them well before you start driving.
VOA Vocabulary Letter B Part 3 of 3. Border. N, a dividing line between nations. Born. V, to come to life, to come into existence. Borrow. V, to take as a loan. Both. Add. Not just one of two, but the two together. Bottle. N, a container, usually made of glass, to hold liquid. Bottom. Add. The lowest part of something. Box. N, something to put things into, a container, usually made of paper or wood. Boy. N, a young male person. Boycott. V, to refuse to take part in or deal with. Brain. N, the control center of thought, emotions, and body activity of all creatures. Brave. Add. Having no fear. Bread. N, a food made from grain. Break. V, to divide into parts by force, to destroy. Breathe. V, to take air into the body and let it out again. Bridge. N, a structure built over a waterway, valley, or road so people and vehicles can cross from one side to the other. Brief. Add. Short, not long. Bright. Add. Giving much light, strong and clear in color. Bring. V, to come with something. Broadcast. V, to send information, stories, or music by radio or television. N, a radio or television program. brother. N, a male with the same father or mother as another person. Brown. Add. Having the color like that of coffee. Budget. N, a spending plan. Build. V, to join materials together to make something. Building. N, anything built for use as a house, factory, office, school, store, or place of entertainment. Bullet. N, a small piece of metal shot from a gun. Burn. V, to be on fire, to destroy or damage by fire. Burst. V, to break open suddenly. Bury. V, to put into the ground and cover with earth. Bus. N, a public vehicle to carry people. Business. N, one's work, buying and selling to earn money, trade. Busy. Add. Doing something, very active. But. Conjunction, however, other than, yet. Buy. V, to get by paying something, usually money. By. Conjunction near, at, next to, by the road, from a play by William Shakespeare, not later than, by midnight. And now, let's listen to these vocabulary terms in action. Let's listen to some sentences. The border between countries requires passport control. She was born in a small town. May I borrow your pen for writing? Both students passed the difficult exam. Please fill the water bottle completely. The bottom of the ocean is dark. Put the gifts in a cardboard box. The little boy plays with toy cars. Consumers boycott products from that company. The brain controls all body functions. The firefighter was very brave during rescue. We eat bread with butter for breakfast. Be careful not to break the glass. Breathe deeply and relax your muscles. The old bridge crosses the wide river. Please keep your comments brief and direct. The bright light hurt my eyes. Bring your textbook to class tomorrow. The radio station will broadcast the news. My brother lives in another state. She has brown hair and green eyes. The family created a monthly budget plan. Workers build houses with various materials. The office building has 20 floors. The bullet missed its intended target. The forest fire will burn for days. The balloon will burst if overinflated. They will bury the treasure in sand. The bus arrives every 15 minutes. He owns a successful business downtown. The restaurant kitchen is very busy today. She likes tea but prefers coffee. You can buy groceries at the store. The house is located by the river.